Hey, Coach John here, and I've got one of my awesome members I'm going to feature in this video. So I'm going to have her introduce herself, but she's got a really cool journey. She's been with us for over a year, about a year and a half now. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and just share some, tidbits about you and who you are.
Hi, I'm Kristen, and I'm a mother of three, and I used to be a military spouse, or a person who kind of always put people first, and I think that's probably the biggest thing about my journey with Action Fitness is that I came to John because I was very worried about my mobility. I had a lot of pain in my hips. If I sat for a long time or went on a car ride or plane ride, I'd have to actually take Motrin. And looking at my mom, I love her to death, but she was kind of my ghost of Christmas future, and I just didn't want that for myself. And so just sitting down with John, even in the first 30 minutes, when I came in for the first time, he really made me realize that I had a big void, because I always, as a mom, I just think that's what we do, is we put people first all the time, drop everything for everyone else, and don't do for yourself. And just like when you are on an airplane, they say you should put your mask on first.
You've told me this analogy before.
Yeah, I think it's so important, because if I'm going to take care of others, my mom, as she ages, or my kids growing up, I have to be fit mentally and physically. And in that one transformation center meeting with you, I realized that I just wasn't doing it, and I was going to become the ghost of Christmas future. So I don't know. Did I answer the question?
Yeah, definitely. Tells everyone kind of where you were at, and I think that a lot of people walk in here, or before they actually take the step to walk in here, that's where they're at too. So what was it like when you first started, and why the heck did you stay so long?
I think
that's even at a regular gym, a year and a half is not very common.
Well, I think the biggest thing is the sense of community. One of the things is the sense of community here. The women that I've met are wonderful. We've made great connections. I have one friend that I go stamping with now, and she invites me to do things with
her.
Really? Yeah, I do.
That's awesome.
So I've made friends here, and then everyone's so supportive. You're at different levels. I remember looking at people that were doing things that I can do now, thinking, oh, I want to be like that. I hope I'm going to be able to be that strong, and it happens. When I first came in here, I could hardly squat. We have these things, drunken flamingos or RDLs, and
everyone's thinking, what is that?
You want a demo? No, but I literally cried with one of our coaches here, because I was so frustrated, because I'm like, I'm not that old. Why can't I do this? I'm not using weights. I had such frustration with myself that I was, couldn't do it, and now I have no problems, doing so many things, getting up and out of a chair, sitting for long periods of time and not being sore. There's so many muscles in your hips and places that you don't realize you have, and that's one of the things that you guys have done a great job at strengthening.
Thank you.
For sure.
You've done the work.
Yeah.
What are some things that kind of were going through your mind, stopping you from getting started, that coming here helped you get through?
I would say it has to be a priority, and I think one of the things about it is the way that you have it organized on this app, that you sign up for your class and you put it on your calendar. It's an appointment. It's not, oh, I'll go to the gym 2 times or 3 times this week. It is a commitment. It's an appointment. There are people who are counting on you to come, the coaches. You take spots, fill spots. Somebody else can't go and fill that spot. So it's a commitment when you put it on the calendar for me. And the other thing is, I just don't let anything else get in the way. My kids will forget their lunches or a project, and they want me to immediately drop what I'm doing and go and do it, and I don't do it anymore. I say, I'm going to the gym. This is my time. I'm going to do it, and I just don't let anything interfere with it anymore, because I know how important it is, because I feel so much stronger. I think I told you about going to Costco and getting those big, bundles of water, and I used to
so much easier.
Yeah, I used to leave it in the car, because my son, we always put it on top of our second fridge in the garage, and I used to have him go and do it. But now I can literally take it and lift it over my head and put it on there. So
that's cool. Those are little things, right?
Yeah, they are. They're little things, but I know I'm a lot stronger. So.
How else has this impacted your life in different ways, in different areas?
I think it's also good for my kids to see that I'm committed to it, that fitness is important. You know, I'm trying to encourage my kids. We do plank offs now because I've got to go. I go, that sounds
You got to
funny.
tell me these things. I had no idea this was happening.
No, but you know, I've got an app on my phone, and I've been doing planks and trying because I want to hit a
Do you
certain
win?
time. No, I can't. I can beat my son, but I can't beat my daughter. She still is kicking.
You gotta keep pushing.
I'm definitely gonna do that, but I think it's good for them to see that I'm committed to it, and I think the other really big thing is that when I walked in here, you know, the first day, it was all about getting to a certain number on a scale, and my whole mind has pivoted. It's more about feeling strong and fit and being committed to it. And I think if I was just set on a certain number, that maybe I wouldn't have been here as long. I changed my whole philosophy. This is about wellness now.
Yeah.
This is about having a lifestyle change. You know,
I can
for
relate
me.
to that.
Yeah,
too.
because a lot of people are. Otherwise, you get discouraged and you quit. I mean, this is the first time I've ever worked out 3 times a week for this long ever in my entire life. I never was a person.
Because it hasn't been about the scale.
It's not
been
about
about
the
being
scale.
active, being healthy, getting strong,
Yeah.
feeling good.
And you know, I mean, and that's the other thing about the training here is that you have, you know, they're always pushing you, increasing your weights. You have longer plank times. I mean, doing real big girl push-ups, you know.
Hey, I know a lot of guys that can't do those
Yeah,
big girl push-ups.
But I mean, just you know, small goals for yourself, and they're always feeling like you have a sense of accomplishment.
Cool. Anything else that you'd like our listeners out there to know or hear if they're either on the fence or have been thinking about it for a while and are kind of apprehensive?
I would say whatever I mean, I don't know, it's a broad thing to say, but everybody here has different goals for yourself, and the team here will try to figure out what that is, and will do their best to work with you to make it happen. And it is, again, it's a community. This is just not a gym that you walk in and out. You're a number. I mean, everyone knows your name. They're encouraging you, cheering you on.
It's like cheers.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It really is. I mean, you don't see people high-fiving each other and, you know, woo-wooing each other when people have personal bests. That happens here.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
All right.